everybody, this is Rachel. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to do the December 2025 collective tarot reading. These are my decks. This is Cosmic Tarot. This is my main deck. I absolutely love it. Druid Craft Tarot. And this is one of my favorite oracle decks now, and it is the Herbal Astrology. It's like, it ends up being way deeper than I thought. Okay, let's get started on the December 2025 collective reading. Okay, I'll shuffle. Interesting. There is something about commitment here. Maybe you are in a committed friendship or you've made a commitment to yourself. This card is the Hierophant. It's kind of like a pope. That's basically what it is. But it means institutional commitment. It means like marriage commitment. And it can mean like also a commitment as in like some sort of spiritual binding of some type. If you're wondering about a relationship and how the relationship is gonna be, it's like committed. It's way more committed than you think. In the recent past, you've had some debt or financial issues. Traditionally this is debt. This can mean like worries of some sort. Maybe something around you in the financial or material realm wasn't stable as you wanted. That's another way of saying it. Okay, there's a Princess of Cups. I don't know why I was laughing. I thought maybe this was a third party of some sort. It's not. This is probably whoever is watching this. This is their insecure side. So if you're a young lady and you're worried about a relationship being committed or not, it is committed, but there's some sort of side of you that's like very insecure, that doesn't know if this is going your way. You're making emotional decisions. You are not in control of your emotions. The Princess of Cups is typically pretty insecure and she's very impressionable and her emotions are all over the place. So if this is you, you need to like kind of get in control of what you're feeling. She doesn't have a clear view of what her goals are because she's like swimming and lost in what she feels, okay? The next cards are about some more people. So that's why I think that this is who the reading is really about. And she's in the hidden position. Okay, so in the near future, now this could be January, this could be late December, this could be around Christmas. If you're a young lady watching this, you're probably gonna be the impatient and the like rebellious, maybe even aggressive or like very socially active Princess of Wands. And then there's somebody around you who's like the High Priestess. So I don't know if this is you, if you just have like multiple personality disorder, like you're all over the place. You're very social, but at one aspect, you're like a High Priestess and very intellectual. But this can also be another person around you. She's very magical. She's like a sorceress. She's known for her high intellect. Maybe she's a reader, maybe she's a psychic reader that you go to. Maybe she's a friend that gives you a lot of advice and she's always right. Maybe this is a side of you that like finally adheres to a logic rather than this wildly emotional side of you. So this is in 1 to 3 months though. It's like you kind of like get into more of control of like what you're feeling and sensing and doing and like also trying to manifest in late December or early January. There's also a young man here, and he's the Prince of Wands. Very social, very optimistic, very charismatic. He could be an excellent salesperson. He is somebody that you're gonna either meet or become more involved with in January or late December. This is more like Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. He can easily match the energy of this Princess of Wands. Once again, this lady needs to balance things out. I feel like she's just hasn't conquered her emotions or like how she feels about things, and the Six of Swords is saying like she's gonna get things figured out. She won't be lost in her emotions forever. She won't be lost in her insecurities forever. And then we have, we have a disappointment card next. The thing is, if you don't take this advice, if you don't get in control of your feelings, if you don't get in control of like what it is that you are thinking and feeling, and if you don't take control of your life somehow, you will be mired in some disappointment, because the Eight of Cups is like being overwhelmed by emotions. That's what it is, overwhelmed by emotions. The thing is, the Devil card. All right. I think that this is a relationship because now we have the Devil card. Yeah, we have some scandal. And this can be lust, or this can be infidelity, or this can mean like is taboo. I'll just say that, something that's taboo. Okay, so let me show you the cards. You know, I will take some photos, but I'm just like trying to figure this out, like what this means. Okay, so the Devil card is like the opposite of the Hierophant card. It's like lust and hooking up or infidelity without commitment. But there's an Ace of Cups, which means love. Okay. So this is like, can be disappointment because they're in a lustful situation. This is a real relationship. And then there's happiness. I don't know. This is like really mixed, okay? So maybe you are manifesting something like super mixed. Like, this looks to me like a very tumultuous relationship. It just looks like relationship chaos. That's what it looks like to me. If you can't get your emotions under control, you will be manifesting some sort of relationship chaos in which it's real love. You're hooking up and you don't know what is happening. And then you're also happy and content, and then you're like overwhelmed by emotions. You know, if you don't get your emotions under control and start like manifesting like specifically what you want or envisioning what you want, you're going to have this crazy, wild, tumultuous relationship probably by January 1st or January. Wow. Jerry Springer for sure. Okay, now I'm shuffling the cards for the Druidcraft Tarot. I'll show you the book because the book is amazing. Yeah, it's fantastic. The collective need to know for January or December 2025. This is absolutely a relationship reading. We have the Two of Cups in the current position here. This is somebody who is like in a relationship, and I think judging from the last spread, it's a relationship that's more committed than you think. Okay, it's more committed than you think. I know I keep repeating myself. I don't know why. This is a relationship card. This is like currently. So you're in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, well, you're going to be in a relationship here, okay? I don't know why I'm laughing. And then this is the other relationship card. Relationship, like a lot of romance here. Now we have the Prince of Wands again. Maybe this guy is like, was the Prince of Wands and then he's becoming like more serious. Or maybe he is like the Prince of Wands more than you think. The Prince of Wands, once again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, outgoing, assertive, knows what he wants. He likes to chase. He going to chase you. Or maybe he already did. In this spread, he's the Prince of Wands in the recent past. In the last spread, he's the Prince of Wands in the near future. It's the same dude. It's the same. Then we have a Ten of Pentacles. I think we had the Ten of Pentacles before. This is in the near future. This could be like going into January. Well, we have the Ten of Cups. So I consider these somewhat the same because it's like satiation, emotionally satiated, emotionally satisfied, financially satiated, like feeling satisfied. Fantastic. The Tower card, yeah, things are gonna get a little crazy. Once again, did I mention Jerry Springer? We have a Jerry Springer warning on this reading. It is going to get a little out of hand. Maybe you're a person that's used to drama, I don't know. But we have the Tower card, and the Tower card is the same as like the Devil, plus the two Ace of Cups, plus whatever the heck else, 8 and the 10 of Cups. If you add, it's like math. If you add all those cards together, you get the Tower card, which is like chaos. Something falling apart, not necessarily ending, but just like a lot of drama. The Tower card is not technically an ending of something. It is a period of tumultuous events. And this can be one large event, which that's why we are all scared of the Tower card. Like, oh my God, the Tower moment, like something falls down. But it can also be a smaller series of events that end up leading or causing a change, right? So like, let's say your car breaks down multiple little times. It's never a serious situation. Like, you know, something goes wrong here and something goes wrong there and something goes wrong here. Your car still runs, you're safe. But like the Tower moment could be like, well, you end up eventually getting a new car. You know, nobody died in the Tower moment. It can be smaller moments, but those smaller things made you realize that you had to change, okay? Doesn't mean, if you're in a relationship, it doesn't mean the relationship's going to end, but probably something has to change in it, or something else has to change in your life. I would rather this reading be a little bit more chill, and it's not. And I'm going to pull a summary card. Here we are again with our amazing, very amazing herbal astrology oracle deck. Cards are in all different directions. I'm trying to like straighten them. What is the point? What's the point? I mean, I'm always going to read these oracle cards right side up. I'm never going to read them inversed. There's no such thing. Okay, so let me just shuffle. Okay, what is the collective need to know for December 2025? This is a beautiful card. I don't really know if that's a horseshoe or not. I don't really think it is, because I think horseshoes are supposed to be like upside down. I'm gonna read about the skull cap. I've heard of this herb, but I don't know what it is. We have definitely, it looks like a root that almost looks like ginger. And then we have Scorpio. Maybe, I don't know if this is like lavender. It says stillness. Okay, so give me a few minutes to look this up. Skull cap was used a lot by different Native American tribes, including the Cherokee and the Iroquois, to initiate young girls into women, and also to treat different women's issues like menstrual cramps and things like that. And it was also used in traditional Chinese medicine. It is considered like medicine of the scorpion. So that's why we have, yeah, I know, so many fun facts. That's why we have the scorpion here, okay? But it is related to the death card, which is associated with Scorpio in a way, because it's about, it is kind of about extremes, and it's also about binding oaths, okay? Binding oaths. Let me just read some of this. Spiritually, skull cap is used to bind oaths and consecrate commitments. It is a useful ally in initiation rituals, imprinting the vows made to oneself or between lovers. Skull cap is ruled by Pluto, the archetype representing our will and power, which ties our relationships to our inner authority and leadership. Got it. Okay, so if you don't like have any sort of inner leadership or inner authority about like what you're feeling, thinking, or being or doing, you're gonna end up on the Jerry Springer show, according to my cards. The cards are asking you to commit to yourself. Commit. Here's your commitment card. It's about like your inner authority, because if you don't adhere to your inner authority, you are going to end up in this situation where you don't know what's going on, and you may be feeling some emotional sadness. I hope this has been a useful reading for you. I'll be back sooner than you know it.